Good morning, everyone. We would like to begin with the school prayer followed by the school song. The school prayer will be led by Vanshika Shah of grade 10.
Please bow your head. Let us pray. O dear Good Shepherd, make our school a home away from our home. Make us always feel that we all belong to a family and that the teachers are like our parents. We believe that you speak through them when we listen to them. Give more wisdom to all concerned with us so that they may guide us always on the right path. Make us know your presence and power by rewarding and punishing us. Let us not become proud when we are rewarded, and let us not become humiliated when you punish us for our mistakes. Give us enough strength to forget and forgive as you forgive us our sins. We thank you for the showers of blessings on this school, for its growth and progress into a and a good school. Give us everything to make our lives in the school a happy one. This we ask for love's sake. Amen.
All are to be seated. We will now have the news read by Jayam Shah of grade 12.
Good morning to one and all present here. The news headlines are as follows. International news. US Vice President Kamala Harris secured support on Monday from a majority of delegates to the Democratic National Convention. According to multiple sources, this is likely to ensure that she'll become the party's nominee for the president next month. President Joe Biden threw his support behind Harris on Sunday when he withdrew from the race amid questions about his age and health. He pledged to remain in office as president until his term ends on Jan 20, 2025. An Associated Press survey of delegates showed Harris had the support of 2,538 delegates, well beyond the 1,976 needed to win the delegates' vote in the coming weeks. Democratic National Committee Chairman Jayam Harrison said on Monday the party will deliver a presidential nominee by the 7th of August. Let's turn the events at the national front now. The Supreme Court of India on Monday rejected petitions seeking a NEET undergraduate retest and the cancellation of the result announced last month. It said that the data on record is not indicative of a systemic leak of the question paper, which would indicate a disruption of the sanctity of the exam. Pronouncing the verdict, Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud said, and I quote, "At the present, there is an absence of materials on record to show the results of exams were vitiated or there was a systemic breach in the conduct of the exam." Nirmala Sitharaman, the Finance Minister of India, filled the final budget for the forthcoming financial year on the 23rd of July, marking it as an important day for the country. She outlined the importance on Viksit Bharat and self-reliance. Significant importance has been given to the agricultural sector, primarily vegetable production and supply chain. She introduced Janjatiya Unnat Gram Abhiyan for improving the socio-economic condition of tribal communities covering 63,000 villages, benefiting 5 crore tribal people. The government has pegged India's GDP growth for 2024-2025 at 7%. In totality, the budget has outlined an overall development of the country towards a continuously developing economy at a faster pace than the previous years, along with a holistic growth. The Ambani wedding has sparked The Ambani wedding has sparked global interest and has boosted the demand for goods and services, increasing production. This surge in economic activity positively impacted various industries from hospitality and catering to fashion and entertainment, creating numerous job opportunities. The funding also supported growth and innovation of small scale businesses, contributing to a more vibrant and diverse economy. Sports news. Three-time Grand Slam champion Andy Murray confirmed on Tuesday 22nd July 2024 that he will end his career next week at the Paris Games. Lewis Hamilton finished third behind the McLaren pair for his record-extending 200th career podium. Oscar Piastri won his first Formula One race after completing a McLaren 1-2 with Lando Norris at the Hungarian Grand Prix on Sunday. The 23-year-old Australian driver said that started second behind pole-sitting Norris and bet him to the first turn to take the lead. Local news. The Hindu Tamil Nadu Women's Summit 2024 will be held on July 30 in Chennai by the Hindu Group in association with the Guidance Tamil Nadu. Experts will participate in sessions including on women in manufacturing, STEM, global capability sectors, and space. Thank you and hope you all have a great day.
We would now call upon Heer of grade 10 to deliver her speech.
President, Mr. Jacob Thomas, Senior Vice President, Student and Staff Welfare, Mrs. Sara Jacob, Principal and Director, Dr. Madhav Deo Saraswat, members of ACM, teachers, and my fellow students. A very good morning to all of you. As I stand before you today, I want to share a few thoughts that might resonate with many of us who are feeling a mix of anxiety and excitement as we start this new school year. I too have felt the nervousness that comes with new beginnings, but I found inspiration and strength in these powerful words. I quote, "I am born with wings, so I'm not meant for crawling. I have wings, I will fly." I unquote. Can someone guess whose words are these? These words remind us that we are all capable of soaring to great heights. We are not meant to be limited by our fears or doubts. Each one of us has unique talents and potential that are waiting to be unleashed. Imagine a young boy barefoot, and filled with dreams, gazing up at the stars from a small village in India. That boy would one day grow up to be the missile man of India and a beacon of inspiration for millions. I bet everyone knows who I'm referring to. Yes, I want to remind all of you of the extraordinary life of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, a man who faced numerous challenges in his early life but never let them hold him back. Growing up in a small town with limited resources, he had a dream of becoming a scientist. Despite financial hardships and initial failures, he persevered with determination and self confidence. His unwavering belief in himself and his dream led him to become one of the most respected scientists and the 11th President of India. Dr. Kalam's life teaches us that no matter where we start, with hard work and a positive mindset, we can achieve anything. Starting a new school year can feel daunting. There are new subjects to tackle, new friendships to form, and new challenges to overcome. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but remember, just like Dr. Kalam, we all have wings. We are not meant for crawling, we are meant to fly. Self-confidence is one of our greatest tools. It's about believing in our abilities and trusting that we can handle whatever comes our way. We can see, when we face difficulties, instead of seeing them as obstacles, we can see them as opportunities to grow and learn. Every challenge we overcome makes us stronger and more resilient. The greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. Motivation is another powerful force. It keeps us moving forward even when things get tough. Find what inspires you, a goal, a dream, or even the desire to make your family proud. Let that be the wind beneath your wings, propelling you towards your aspirations. As we embark on this journey together, let's support each other. Let's be there to lift each other up when someone is feeling down, and celebrate each other's successes. Together, we can create an environment where everyone feels valued and empowered to reach their full potential. I want to leave you with the wise words of Mahatma Gandhi. I quote, "Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny." I unquote. Believe in yourself, think positively, speak kindly, act courageously, develop good habits, and hold strong values, and you will shape a destiny that is bright and full of promise. Let's spread our wings and fly high this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Heer.
Now, we would like to invite our Principal and Director, Dr. Madhav Deo Saraswat, to address the school.
Good morning once again. It seems that your parents did not look after you well during summers. Is it so? Doesn't look like there is no energy left. Good morning. Girls were not looked after? Good morning, girls. Now it looks like that we are back. Here, thank you very much. Beautiful address. Selection of words was appropriate, and nothing could be better than this for the first day of the school. Thank you. I'm still trying to, coming to the terms, the way you expressed yourself and the way you reminded the community that unless we have trust in ourselves, we are not moving anywhere. I've been contemplating about two words since yesterday when I was asked by Dominic sir that I have to come and speak once again. And these words are joy and excitement. Joy for coming back, continuity, purpose, and excitement that we will have one more opportunity to do something meaningful as a community. And then I started thinking that when we meet each other after this rejuvenating break, or after every break, there is an element of excitement, and it is also true that it is truly a joyous moment when we meet each other. Because in our heart's heart, we know that we are a family. And we know that we actually care for each other. And I did not want to hide these two emotions even for myself. And I wish to commit myself that it's with absolute joy and excitement I welcome all the students who are coming back and all the teachers for this wonderful academic year. And now I would request the existing family to welcome 160 students and 21 new staff members as part of our family. Can we welcome them? And this welcome should not stop with this clapping. This welcome should be seen while you connect, you introduce yourself to them in the houses, in the classes, in the corridors, in the dining hall, with an open heart and with a smile. And it will also be your responsibility to help them settle down. And all the kids, those who think, especially class 6, 7, and 8, that adults don't suffer from anxiety from when they move from one place to another, it's wrong. Even we adults, when we move from one place to another place, we are also as anxious as you are. So please, and it's for all the students, that help all those teachers also to settle down as soon as possible. Don't start playing the pranks from day one. At least give them some time to settle down, okay? And then you can have your games. Now, what did we do during summer break? When we left, most of us left after writing our exams. Those who were writing home exams, they got their results before they left and reports when they reached home. But some of the results were awaited, and these were board results, IB results. The entire community has done well, and we can compliment each other. But this compliment, I will not mince my words, and I will not lie to you that These were decent results, but we could have done much, much better. And now it is up to us that what do we do? How do we utilize our time? Because there are only two things through which we get to know whether, as a family, we are moving in the right direction or we are not. One is the happiness. That how do we connect with each other? How do we relate with each other? What is the quality of our relationship? Is there a mutual respect for each other or not? That is one parameter of success of a family. And another parameter is that what do we do and how do we do as a family? How is again an internal matter. That how do we support each other so that we can excel in our endeavors. Teachers excel in their endeavors in imparting knowledge, and students succeed in their endeavors by performing well. And performing well doesn't mean that there is any competition or there is any comparison with the outside world. It is competing with our own self. That if I was at 4 in the month of November, I should be at 6 in the month of Feb, and I should be at 7 in the month of June. And this performance is seen. And people judge us. No matter how much we tell ourselves not to be judgmental, not to be judging people, but the truth of the community, of the world outside is that they judge us. And these are two basic, two fundamental parameters that as a family, how we thrive and how we help each other to thrive and how do we perform as a community. So my dear friends, students and staff alike, please keep these two things in your mind while engaging in day-to-day activities. The results of IGCSE are awaited, and I think some checkpoint results are also awaited. So while some of you were getting rejuvenated, enjoying summer break, some of you were busy profile building, some were busy in studying mathematics and English so that you could do well. A lot was happening in this school. We were busy, and we were busy that how do we help to keep your joy of coming back or joy of joining a new school and the excitement of coming back to the school as sustained as possible. So, quick raise of hand of class 10 and 11. Where are you? So what is that new thing you saw in your house? Is there anyone? In your boarding house, what is that you saw was new? Yes. And did you like it? Would you like to thank Jacob sir and Sara miss? No, jokes apart, you know, the kind of attachment and kind of passion Jacob sir and Sara ma'am have for the facilities, for the resources, it is exceptional. And I never miss an opportunity to quote that the way they wish to look after all of us, it is exceptional, and all of us are very fortunate to have them as our leaders. So on behalf of the entire community, the kind of changes which I am going to share with all of you. If you have not noticed, I would like to thank Jacob sir, Sara ma'am, Thankachal sir, and Vinola on behalf of the entire community. Thank you very much, sir and ma'am. I've also heard, and I could be wrong as ever, that when ISC and ICSC students were moving to their blocks, there was some sort of silence. So I asked that, what has happened? So they said that you don't know what has happened. So I said, what? Don't you know Rekha Miss has become in charge for ISC, IGCSE and ISC? So I said, so what does it mean? Sir, now we would have to work very hard. She is not going to compromise with the quality. And I said, what happened to Deepa Miss? And they said that Deepa Miss has been promoted as headmistress. Dear friends, to ensure that as adults, as your caretakers and custodians for your duration in the school, we had several rounds of discussion that how we can look after you well so that we can help you to grow in every manner, whether it is your main endeavor, which is academics, and second is your social, personal, and emotional. Keeping all those requirements in mind and to optimize our own human resource because we have got such wonderful people with different kind of expertise. There have been certain changes and there have been certain promotions. If you are not aware, I would like all of you listen to that carefully and help me welcome them and wish them the best in their new roles. Mrs. Deepa Suresh will be our headmistress, which means that she will be responsible for the overall well being of the entire community. And before this, those who don't know Deepa Miss well, which I really doubt, ma'am was coordinator for MSN High School. Now she will oversee the holistic well-being and pastoral care of students and staff. She will be managing boarding houses, supervising housemasters, house mistresses, leading the emotional counseling department, participating in admission processes, and additionally, she will be overseeing clothing, stationery stores, salons, and health centers. So can we welcome ma'am in her new avatar as headmistress and wish her best. And her responsibility of coordinator of MS and HS, now it will be curriculum head. Miss Rekha Jacqueline, who was our HOD mathematics, has been now appointed as the coordinator for SISKI, CISC, ISC and ICSC, and Cambridge class 6 to 12. Rekha Miss, are you there? All the best, Rekha Miss. Miss Maria D'Souza will be assisting Rekha Miss in ensuring that class 6 and 7, oh God, will be looked after by her in every sense. Miss Rekha, Miss Maria D'Souza, where are you? Oh, yes. Then we have a gentleman called Mr. You know, when I joined this school, I saw this man everywhere except the classroom. Very few people have that kind of energy and that kind of fervor and openness this gentleman has. And after a month or so, I just asked Jacob sir, So, who is this gentleman who is seen everywhere except the academic corridor? He said, no, no, sir, he teaches also. I'm talking about Mr. Sumantu Datta, who happens to be a computer teacher, but a man of diverse interests, diverse engagements, and real hero for all of us. Now he has been appointed as Director of Alumni Relations and Special Projects. And I'm sure that we will see the same excitement and fervor. So now his responsibility, we need to understand that, this cohort is just existing cohort. How many thousands of people like you and me must have passed out of GSIS in last 48 years? So his real work is to bring that entire family together so that we understand that what is the vastness and what is the richness of this family called GSIS. So Mrs. Sumandra Datta, all the best for this new role. Then Mr. Nishant Kushwaha, he has been appointed as head of the department for mathematics. Mr. Kushwaha, are you there? Yes, he's up there. Thank you and all the best. And then we have Mr. Aditya Sundaram, our sir of Aditya sir. He will be head of the department in English, and he will be responsible for ISC, ICSC, and IGCSE English curriculum. Aditya sir, let's all the best. All class 12 boy and all class 11 boys and girls, I'm sure would know this person. And I don't know, I think today is not the day to talk about her, except that, in such a limited time, in such a short while, uh, we could recognize her potential as a professional, and more than that, that what all this wonderful person has to offer to the students. But we also realize that, if she continues like this, it might become quite overwhelming and she will not be able to help each and every child of the school. So we did two things. One is that we created an independent department of career counseling, and we brought another person, another professional to assist her in her endeavors. And so now Miss Soumya Tripathi, who was just career counselor till yesterday, will be now head of the Department of Career Counseling. Ms. Soumya, wherever you are, all the best, and we wish you the best. And I don't envy your role at all, knowing these wonderful kids sitting in front of me. So all the best. Sakti Mish has been given additional responsibility of Department of World Languages. Ma'am, all the best. And thank you very much for supporting this school when we needed your services the most. I'm sure with these changes and new responsibilities, we as adults, we as a school will be able to look after you better, and we will be able to meet all your expectations in more professional and systematic manner. Now there's more changes. These were only physical changes. There is one, I don't know whether it's a welcome change or it's not as welcome change. Uh, I realized that while we were discussing these changes, I wish that we could engage more with our students, especially with class 11 and 12. But based on your observations, based on your recommendations, we realize that you are not getting enough time for yourself, you are not getting enough time for research, you are not getting enough time for your personal pursuits and passions. So we have tried to bring some changes in the daily schedule and the weekly schedule. We have attempted, and I am using the word attempted because in next month or so we will get to know whether these changes are actually helping us to do better or not. So we have attempted to make certain changes in the daily schedule and the weekly schedule. Till last term, we used to have 6 days of learning, teaching, and learning. Now we have reduced this teaching time and learning time, academic teaching and learning time, to 5 days for class 4 to class 8 and 5.5 days for class 9 to 12. And 5.25 means Saturday till the milk break, you will have classes, and after that, there will be several activities. Very soon, we will share that schedule with you. Now, why did we do so? Because we wanted you to have enough time without disrupting your academic time or without compromising with any other activity. And I hope that it helps all of us. Another thing is, and mainly, the first observation came from the kids who are more keen on the sports field, lesser in the classrooms, that, many a times we go to the field and we don't have our coach because suddenly we get to know that coach is on leave, on weekly exit. So in order to bring system in that regard also, that whenever you go to the sports field, school ensures that you have someone to guide you, who there is someone to look after your game or to help you to play there. So we have created common exit for two group of teachers. One is sports and another is co-curricular. So one of the exit is on Tuesday, another is on Thursday. I am sure the minute you follow the timetable, you will get to know about this. Third is we are uh, planning, we have created 20 minutes time for the entire family to come together on daily basis for prayer. So that after breakfast, we come together as a family, we pray for a few minutes, and then we start our day. And that will also give us an opportunity not to listen to this old man all the time, but also people like Heer. We are proud of you, Heer, and all those kids who are like you. Another rationale or anticipated rationale behind bringing academic endeavors within 5.25 days for class 9 to 12 was also that we wanted to restructure our sporting and cultural activities. We realized that each child is different and each child has a different aspiration, and each child should be given enough room or sufficient resources, especially time, to pursue that other than the usual endeavor. So the restructuring of sports has been done uh, in this manner that morning fitness regime will be compulsory for all. You will get the schedule that what is happening on which day, for which group, but it will be for the entire community. So, uh, unless there is something important, there will not be any difference of that in that activity. So for example, we are planning to have first yoga session on Friday. Correct me if I am wrong. The entire community together, we will have yoga and we will have meditation. We have got two wonderful kids from class 7 and class 8, and you won't believe that their level of expertise is such that they are known, and one of them conducts yoga sessions for 3,000 and 4,000 people at a time. So if we have such people, such stars, why shouldn't we also take advantage of such people? So that is one. Another is that, like last year, in the afternoon, we will have sports as per our own choices. But on top of that, if there is someone who wish to pursue football more seriously, or badminton more seriously, or squash for more seriously, or I want to play guitar, then between Saturday and Sunday, you will get additional time. And this time, the volume of this time could be between 2 to 4 hours, so that you can pursue it seriously, and you can spend more time in honing your skills. Then I'm sure is it class 11 that and class 12 would have seen that Mr. Sarabjit Singh is back, and he is back because of your recommendation, because you thought and you told us that we should have such interventions, we should have such engagements from people who understand us better and who come to this school with a different perspective. So during summer break, all of us sat together and thought that how we can take his services. So now Sarabjit sir and his team will be engaging with the entire student community. And there are three levels of engagement. One is path to purpose, which is for class 12, uh, specialized so that you remain focused and you excel in all your endeavors. And for class 11, it is about reconnections, that how you reconnect yourself with the community and especially with yourself. And then there is Thrive, which is for junior classes. And Thrive is that what are those elements, those essential attributes which one should have. Actually, one has, it is just a matter of realization, so that you can thrive. So that is called integrated educational uh, endeavors, and it is for the entire school. It's happening for the first time. Then there is something very new, and that is called tutorial system. Is there anyone who has heard about tutorial system ever before? Okay. Do we have a slide for tutorial system? Do we have some slide? No? Doesn't matter at all. Okay. So what we thought, that we already have two layers. Two layers to support you socially and emotionally, and to help you to lead your life the way you wish to. And these two layers are, one layer is within the houses, where you have boarding house parents, BHPs. They look after all your needs within the houses. And there is another layer, which is counselors layer. But we thought that, in order to excel, or in order to expedite your own journey and addressal of the issues before it is too late, and to ensure that we as an organization, we as a school, are able to reach without fail to each and every child, and we don't leave anything to the chance. We thought of this system, and this system is called tutorial system. It is sort of a superimposed system in the sense that there are four houses. All these four houses will have two house masters each, one male and another female, and these house masters will be supported by 16 to 17 tutors. Each tutor will be responsible for the overall well being and the growth of a cohort of 6 to 8 or 8 to 12 students. This group of the students under the care of the tutor will be a mixed group of boys and girls, but from the same class. And the person who is responsible for the cohort of 8 to 12 kids from one class, this person is called tutor. In some schools, they are called mentors. And the kids who are under the care of this tutor are called tutees. In some schools, they are called mentees. And between these two becomes a tutorial system, that there is a tutor, there is an adult who is responsible for the overall growth and well-being of 8 to 12 kids. This group will be meeting on regularly for 40 minutes twice a month. And while they meet, this tutor, this person, will be talking to you, engaging you, trying to find out, explore about your individual growth, your collective growth, your challenges, how you are doing academically, how you are doing socially, emotionally, whether you are settled or not, whether you are able to optimize this opportunity for yourself or not. And these tutors will report to the housemasters and housemistresses, and these housemasters and housemistresses will report to headmistress Deepa Miss. Housemasters will be meeting the entire house once in a month. Now, what would be the role of the housemaster? Housemasters will be guides and philosophers for the entire community. They are the ones who will guide that what all we should be do for this year. What should be our goal? What is that? What is the area where we wish to excel? Let's take an example that we have inter-house soccer competition, and there is a house who has been champion for last 12 years, and there is another house who has never been champion, who has never won a soccer tournament ever before. It will be housemaster's role to motivate, to ensure, to develop a team, and give a fight. If not the champion for this year, maybe second position. So these are the people who will help the entire cohort of the house to come up in a very planned manner. They're the ones who will scout, who will identify the strengths. These are the people who will identify the weaknesses, and together as a team with the tutors, they will be helping each house to excel. Now imagine that there are some super excited, highly motivated adults leading a group of 150 students in the school. And these competitive, highly motivated cohort of 150 students, four groups together competing with each other. To excel, do we need to look outside? Because in our own house, in our own home, there is so much of competition and there are so many opportunities to excel and to grow. So that is tutorial system. I have requested, and I hope even person like me, so I will be the first tutor. I'm not sure whether the White House will like it, will welcome it or not, but even principal will be the tutor, principal will be responsible for a group of students, and that group will be the White House. Deepa will have her own tutorial group, Suresh sir will have his own group. So all of us, all the adults in this school, irrespective of their role, will be tutors to you, and we will personally take responsibility of your overall growth. I will be talking to class 12 because I want them to take this forward, and then we will come back and we will have another assembly like this on the tutorial system. Now, there is one more change. Not as serious, but slightly serious. We have committed ourselves for few things that henceforth on certain issues there will be no compromises and there will be absolute zero tolerance. And all of us would have to understand that any community without principles or without sincere adherence to the principles can never grow. And if there is any perceived growth or some freak successes, it is only by chance, it's not by design. So, as a school, I want all of us to know that there will be zero tolerance for few things. The first is that we are going to hit very, very hard to the extent that it really hurts our love for mediocrity. जो है अच्छा है चल रहा है, we are happy. What's the problem with you? If I'm satisfied with 55%, so what? I have got 3. We are going to hit very hard this prevalent love for mediocrity. Second is non-conformity with the school rules. I have a humble request to all the students, even class 4, 5, 6, 7. Read all the school rules carefully. If you don't understand, ask your teachers. We would not compromise. There will be no room for compromising as far as school rules are concerned. Last time we also observed attitude. In a family, that's the worst thing to have. That we continue carrying a certain kind of attitude and we forget that we are a family and we should be respectful, we should be accommodating. And so, harboring this attitude will not be tolerated. Students and adults alike would be expected to carry themselves with utmost dignity and humility in the school because we have wasted several hundred hours in correcting attitude. And many a times we feel that as if we are obliged to address that attitude. Friends, not anymore. Okay? So that is it. Now, as Heer said, Heer, can I borrow something from your speech? They won't forgive you, but koi baat nahi. It's fine. He said that all of us are destined to succeed, destined to fly, just a matter of realization. And that should be the basis of this community. Immense trust in our capabilities. The first is that let's believe without any doubt that we have potential to succeed and to excel in every field we choose to pursue. But that will not be possible unless we come together, we aspire to excel, and we have a roadmap for ourselves. So I have a request to all the students and to all the adults, that let's have a roadmap for ourselves. Let's sit with ourselves. Let's sit with all those people whom we trust and put something on the paper that this is what I wish to do this entire year. This is what I wish to achieve this entire year. And then, whatever you wish to do, put on paper that how you can achieve that. And end of the year, just take this stock whether you have been able to achieve that or not. And this exercise is for all of us. And do you know who leads this exercise for all of us? The first person who will have a roadmap for himself and a proper plan well in advance, and that is our president, Mr. Jacob Thomas. And he will share his roadmap, his own, KRA, that how I am going to use this year for myself. Otherwise, can you actually believe that within 47, 48 days, so much of infrastructural changes and renovations could be done? Because he worked almost 6 months in planning and finalizing the designs and how it is going to work. The day you left, if the last child left by 5 o'clock, within next 60 minutes, the labor was inside that block and they started working. That kind of planning, that kind of minute planning was there, and hence, as soon as you came back, you could see so many changes. So it is imperative for all of us to have a roadmap, to know that what is that I wish to achieve. Second is that we need to understand that unless she talked about trust, I am talking about few more things. Integrity, pride in ourselves, self-imposed accountability, self-imposed regulation, discipline, and mutual respect. All these things are needed. And more than that, respect for the opportunity. Today is not the day to talk about anything which is negative, but I have no choice but to share. No choice but to share. Because if we don't learn from our mistakes, we are not reaching anywhere. Two groups were sent to NUS, Singapore. And one of the group, or certain members of the group, brought defame for the school. Their reports filled us with shame. You were not Akhil, Nikhil, Meera, or Heer there. You had only one recognition, and that was that you were GSIS student. So those 5, 4, 6, or 12 students who chose not to show respect have brought a bad name to the entire community of 1,000 people sitting in front. Should we allow these things to happen? Should we be giving these opportunities to such people who have no self-respect left and those who don't care about their alma mater? That we belong to a community which is known for its creditability and we just go and behave the way we wish to behave? What would be the face of that person who organized this activity for us, who brought this opportunity to the school? And how we can expect that person now to bring us more opportunities like this when we cannot trust ourselves at all? We need support to excel. And the first port of support is you. Because everything in this school is around you. And if you fail to support us, no matter how good we are, no matter how plain we are, how much hard work we put in, we will not succeed unless you support. We need your support. We need your understanding. We need your integrity. And we want you to excel. So please keep this in mind that everything around in this school is just for you and about you, not for adults. So whenever we represent this school and whatever we undertake, sincerity should be reflected. Integrity should be reflected. This term is known for the most wondrous, beautiful activity, which is called, what is that we look forward to? Founders Day. So 25th and 26th, we will have Founders Day, and that's our pride, and I am sure that the entire community will get itself to rise to the occasion. I would request especially the new students to understand that what all happens during the Founders Day and to volunteer as much as possible. And after that, 30th, before that, there will be an outing on 30th August and 1st September, and then old boys. Now we don't know how many will come. I'm sure with Sumanto sir in the center of this, I'm sure that we will have overwhelming response on the old boys, alumni coming to the school, which is between 6th and 8th October. 10th September, that is for all, will be a career fair. we are expecting around 110 universities from all over the world to come and talk to our students. And 24th October, be prepared. There will be PTM and teachers will be talking about you. So read the calendar carefully. There are several exciting activities for all of us. Now, so I was talking to a security guard and I said that, Bhaiya, Anna, why do we see so many monkeys around? So very innocently he said, because your monkeys are away. But this time what has happened, that my monkeys are back, but these monkeys have refused to go. Monkey menace is real, and it is our responsibility to look after ourselves. There are very few basic things which we have to do, especially the little monkeys. They are not friends. Don't try to play with them. And don't tease them. Okay, please don't take chance with them. Don't feed them. Don't keep your rooms open. Don't carry food outside the dining hall because they are hungry, especially in this weather. They don't get enough food and they anticipate that because there are so many humans living, they might get something to eat. And whenever we are careless, whenever we are carrying food, that's the time they pounce upon us. So please make sure that you don't tease them, you don't go close to them, you don't try to scare them or scare yourself, and you don't carry food, and you, in any situation, you don't feed them. Please. Rest, adults are looking into this. Keeping this monkey menace in mind, for some time being, the provision for milk during the classes has been changed. Milk break for MYP 1 to 5 and grade 11 and 12 will be in K2 dining hall. PS, MS and HS will have their milk break in Everest dining hall. So we will not be distributing milk and cookies in our academic block because that's where they are now visiting us. Please follow these instructions and make sure that you don't waste your time while going to the dining hall for milk break and while coming back. Video calls will be permitted from 28th July. Please take a note. And if you have any problem, you can approach your BHPs, any of your teacher or the principal, any adult in the school. Please feel free to approach them. The only thing you should not say, especially the new kids, "Meri papa se baat kara do." Okay? That's it. Word of caution, it's customary that we will ensure that you don't bring anything which is not legally allowed, and you will make sure that you bring that in. I am giving you a word of caution. Any money, tuck, mobiles, cameras, or contraband item, if by chance you forgot to hand it over or you have brought it, please give it to your BHPs by evening today. After that, there will be consequences. Once again, thank you very much for everything, and I hope that we will continue to thrive and to succeed and to excel in our endeavors, and we will continue to care for each other and respect each other. As we begin this journey anew, Let's remember the wisdom of Helen Keller. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Hence, let's work together to achieve great things this year. All the best to all of us. God bless GSIS.
Thank you, Madhav, sir. Finally, we have some amazing achievers we would like to call to the stage to be appreciated. Firstly, we would like to call Ms. Sarah Jacob and Mr. Jacob to hand over the awards and appreciate them. Rayansh Surani of grade 7 has been certified as the world's youngest yoga teacher in the Guinness Book of World Records at 9 years and 220 days. Rayansh, we would like to welcome you to the family.
Now, Tiara Agarwal of grade 8 has participated in the Summer Book Writing Festival conducted by Bree Books and has successfully published her novel titled Hopes and Dreams. This is a significant achievement, and she joins the growing list of published young authors in our school. I believe this accomplishment will inspire her peers and contribute positively to our school's literary committee.
Next up, we have Anya Javadi of grade 10, who placed second in the under 19 show jumping category at 80 centimeters and third place in under 19 barrel racing. And she also cleared the 120 centimeter show jump.
Now, we have Serene Nagpal of grade 10 that attended the Howard Youth Lead the Change leadership course, in which she worked on a social impact project. She raised money for menstrual hygiene products for women in rural areas. She raised over 1 lakh rupees, which aids close to 2,000 women.
Finally, we have the girls football team who participated in the Nilgiris District Women's League. Hinisha Yama Patel, Yashvi Mahesh Bhai Gajera, Maisha Harsh Parekh, Dhanshri Rimple Bhai Patel, Tejaswini Muthukumar, Rakshita Jayantan, Shreya Vipul Bhai Lunagaria, Rebecca Jacob, Navya Sanjay Podar,
Samaira Mahipal Panamya, Kea Bhavin Zadafia, Heer Vishal Davaria, R.V. Ramani, Vanshika Shah, Advika Jindal, Naomi Meena Kurian, Diya Shah.
Congratulations to the team for securing first place in the Nilgiris District Women's Championship. We request Bhubalan sir to join the team on stage.
All to rise for the national anthem.